Hey guys, Dollar Prepper here, and today we are making bread and butter pickles. We were in our garden and we had a lot of cucumbers, so we figured let's make some pickles. And we ran out of bread and butter because we made them before and we ran out, so we need to make more. So we had 9 cucumbers, and what I did is I used my mandolin and I made 2 different shapes. I made the circular shapes, and then I made the slices, the bread slices, sandwich slices, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so I sliced my cucumbers into the 2 shapes, and I'm using this Mrs. Wages packaging. You can go and you can look online, or if you have a canning book, they have the recipes, but I like this because it just makes it easier. And then I follow the instructions on the back. So while I was cutting up the cucumbers, my mom was working on the vinegar liquid, which is over here, as you can see. It's vinegar, sugar, and then the packaging, which has all of the seasonings and everything you're going to need. So right now we need to bring this to a boil and have it cook. Now while this is doing, we're prepping our jars, and today we're using the pints. We think it's a good size for the pickles because it's not too big of a jar that you have too much pickles and it doesn't last, but it's a good size. So while everything's cooking, we are processing these jars. We're sterilizing them. So, hot. Steam. As you can see. Once the water comes up to a boil, the jars need to stay in there for 5 minutes. And once those are done, I can take them out and I will stuff them with the cucumbers. You want to make sure that you leave a ½ inch of headspace at the top, because you don't want anything falling out, and you don't want it to not seal properly. So once the jars come out, you stuff them with the cucumbers, and then you bring them over, or I'll bring them over, and we will fill them up with our vinegar liquid. And once we tighten them, screw them on, tighten them, then we stick them back in the canner. And for pints, it was 5 minutes, I believe, 5 or 10 minutes of processing. Take them out, you let them sit, and we'll probably let them sit overnight. And then you're gonna have bread and butter pickles.
10 minutes.
Oh, it's 10 minutes, sorry. Now, if you have a big garden like we do, or if we have 4 cucumber plants, so if you have a lot of cucumbers and you're not going to eat them all really quick, this is a nice way of doing it. The packaging is like $3 and it has everything that you need. Now, because we do a lot of canning here, we already had the vinegar and we had the sugar, so we're going to be saving a lot because we're going to be having 9 to 12 jars of bread and butter pickles. So, and each bread and butter, it's like $4.50 a jar, sometimes more, if you can find bread and butter in the shapes that you like. So we're gonna be saving a lot, and it's nice because we know what's in it. Also, a side note, you guys are gonna want to make sure when you are getting your vinegar, you want to make sure that it's the 5% acidity, 4%, and it's great for cleaning, but it's not great for the canning. And what did you say, Mom?
It's a must.
Oh yeah, it's a must. So you want to make sure that it's 5% before you buy. Well, that's it for right now. I will show you what they look like once they're filled with the liquid and screwed on, and when they're sitting. Alright guys, until then. Okay, so these are the jars after they come out of our canner, our water canner. And so, got some nice looking pickles. The jars are already starting to pop. And we had to do another one. So we're also doing some carrots in the next batch because we had too many jars, not enough room. So yeah. So when you're sterilizing the jars, you keep them in the water for 10 minutes, and then per the instructions, you keep these in the water canner filled for 10 minutes. So it's all 10. So yeah, that's how you make the bread and butter pickles. Hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, have a good one. Subscribe.